I'll cut down some of the trees, I guess. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have sticky pistons all facing up to here that are already extended. Like the faces of the sticky pistons will come up to here and already be extended. So like when they detract, they'll be down here.
No, yeah.
And then I'm gonna have dirt blocks all in this channel, filling up the entire thing.
Here.
It's like all the way. Just
Yeah.
pretend that they're all there.
Take that.
Yep.
Take that. Take it. Just.
Alright, but it's gonna fill up this entire channel.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have water blocks here and right there, and then all down these sides to keep the crops hydrated. And then when you pull a lever, all the blocks are gonna drop down, which are gonna create the water pathway from which everything's gonna flow. Also, there's gonna be pistons above that are gonna push the melons and the pumpkins down into the channel to break them, because you gotta actually break them. And then that should harvest them. With one lever pull.
Where is the what's-it-called gonna be?
The stocks are gonna be over here.
Where you're standing.
All in a line, right across here. Yeah.
Huh.
And then on the other side, one side will be melon, one side will be pumpkins. And no, it's not gonna be very material efficient. And yes, I don't care.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we've cleared that up. Have you checked the farm recently? Wow, the wheat's coming in nicely. So are the potatoes.
Yeah, I know. The potatoes are a bit slow, but it'll get there.
How are we going on,
Oh, the cactus, I threw all my spare cactus and all my spare junk in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, our cactus farm makes iron!
So everything I had on my inventory before we went to explore the cave, I just threw in there.
Oh, okay. That's why our cactus farm grows iron.
Yeah, and all the other stuff. Oh man, we're back on the surface, so I'm gonna take off my armor and put on my leisure clothing.
Oh, if I take off the iron, I'll lose
Leather
it.
boots.
If I take off the iron, I'll probably lose it.
I'm just gonna put it in the cactus chest. Don't worry about it. It'll never leave. Oh, there's wood in here. Perfect.
Oh, I better check to see how far I'm done. This mine is not gonna look like a mine. It's gonna look more like a well.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
Something like that. Except it's gonna be funny because you're gonna fall down it. Except I do want to make this out of slabs. I like stone slabs better than stone bricks. Better than the stone block. If that makes any sense.
I'm not a big fan of them. I was never a big fan of them even back in alpha when they were first added.
I like how they're like light in the middle but dark on the outside.
Well, actually they weren't added in. They were stone bricks of the original stone you're talking about?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
stone slabs.
Those have been around for a really, really, really long time, but I've never been a fan of them.
No?
Nope. I do like the wooden slabs though. I like using those.
I like how the stone slabs are like lighter and then darker on the outside. Oop. When I clicked it, double clicked. There's one thing about Fraps that's going to be a little different.
What's that?
Well, normally I have 10-minute increments in which I just click a new part and continue on. Now I'm going to have a 3-hour block.
Yeah?
So that 3-hour block has to be edited.
Well, I mean, when you have to edit all the little blocks too?
Well, yeah. Well, I gotta edit each little block each week, right? But in the process, I'm going to have to cut it up, and then next week I have to find where we left off. Like, I have to restart going through the whole thing.
Well, why don't... Alright, I don't know too much about video editing, but is it possible to, like, after we're done today or maybe tomorrow, take the whole video and cut it into sections of videos, and then you can use those the same way that you normally do?
I can, but the problem is I have to render each one as a separate video.
Oh.
So I gotta render a 10-minute chunk, render a 10-minute chunk, render a 10-minute chunk, render a 10-minute chunk.
Well, why don't... You could just take one day and edit as many videos as you feel to want to, and then you'll have a bunch of videos ready to go, and then you won't even have to edit them beforehand. Just pop a video out every week.
Yeah.
And
The problem
this
is, I was discussing this with Aiden. It takes me about an hour to edit a 15-minute video.
Oh.
An hour to an hour and a half. Because you gotta watch it through once, which is 15 minutes, right? Cut it out.
Yeah.
Then when you go through, you gotta add the sound or the annotations or whatever that you feel like should go in there for entertainment, right? So then you
Okay.
edit all that, and then you have to, once you have all that edited, you have to re-watch it and make sure there's no mistakes. After you've watched it again, then you have to go back through it and fix the mistakes you found, or if you try to fix them in between, you know. And then at the end of that, that's how you get the whole video. So I watch it through twice, and then a third time with stopping the whole time. And I tried to shorten the process, and it just gets it more or less organized. So it takes me a while to edit a video.
Alright. Yeah.
So you could see how doing more in one day would be kind of a long process. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Hey, make sure
See what you mean.
when you get supplies, or when you go to make something, make sure we don't already have it, because I just realized we have a lot of stuff.
I mean, do we have a bunch of sticky pistons laying around?
No, but I mean, like, if you're gonna make a bunch of slabs, we do have a bunch.
Okay.
I realized that because I just went through and made some stuff, and then I looked in the chest. I mean, I used everything I made, but I looked in the chest and I was like, oh, we had those.
When you made those repeaters, did you have any spare ones?
Aiden made one for me. But I got a bunch of stone cooking right here.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I may grab some.
And I need to make 9 signs.
9? Oh,
9.
yeah, 9. Okay, gotcha.
I was like, what do I do differently that I need 9 signs and you don't? I was kind of concerned, like, what did I do?
No, you're doing it right. It's just I forgot what you were doing.
Oh.
And I'm like, what do you need to say?
I have a lot to say, Wes. Did you see that mob grinder that completely didn't work?
Hmm?
You didn't see it on that one server we played on that one time?
I don't think I saw it. No.
Okay, near my house I made this giant mob grinder, right? It didn't follow any plan other than one I had made. More people died with my mob grinder than the mob grinder actually killed mobs.
Are you sure you were making a mob grinder?
You know that Theo kid?
Yeah?
He died twice on it. Just looking around on it. Jeannie died twice, Max died twice. Rebecca wouldn't get on it because she was afraid it was going to kill her. I died 4 times on it.
You should change it from a mob grinder to a player trap.
And it was just people that wanted to look at, like, what I had done. Like, I'm like, this isn't working. And Max was like, let me check it out. And he climbed up there and he died to it. And that Theo guy, I think he just likes to fall off things. Because he fell off a whole lot.
So what kind of trap was it?
It was like a big dark area, and then the original plan, before I found out that I was killing people with it, was they would spawn on it on two 8x8 platforms, pitch black, and they would fall off because it was checkerboarded,
All right.
and they
Oh,
would
so it was
fall
like
off.
so the ground was checkerboarded, right?
Right.
That's your problem. That really hurts your spawn area. It doesn't make it easy to spawn on with just a one block space
No, no, no.
and then another one
No,
block
no,
space
no.
nearby.
It was
It's better to have a good chunk of solid ground.
no, no. Imagine four 8x8 platforms all hooked together, and erase two of them like a checkerboard.
Okay.
So you have two diagonally across from each other with two squares.
All right. Were mobs spawning in it?
No, I couldn't get them to spawn in it.
Was it dark enough?
It was pitch black.
Well, when in doubt, bigger surface area.
And then it fell into a drowning trap similar to what we have at that one thing.
I
Down
mean,
there.
I've made a few mob grinders in my day. I've even made ones like you were trying to do where you manufacture mobs to spawn. Did I ever show you any of mine that I've made like that?
No.
Because I had one on the Vanilla Craft server we used to play on.
Yeah, vanilla craft that got too confusing for me craft.
Alright, but what I did was I had 2, 4, 6, 8 platforms that were 6x8, and all of them had water channels in between them that all led into one large channel that led into a lava blade that killed mobs and then dropped their items in water and you pick them up.
Huh.
And I also had it set up where if you wanted items really fast and you didn't want to wait for them, you could pull a lever and pistons would release water on every platform and dump every platform into the channels no matter what. So you could
Okay.
kill everything in the system if you wanted to. And then I also did a cool lighting system back before lamp blocks were in with pistons and glowstone.
Like the ones in your house.
Yeah, so that I could turn on the lights. So I could turn on the lights, kill everything in the thing, and then go show people in the mob grinder.
Huh. But you didn't show me.
Are you sure I didn't show you? Because I was showing it to everyone.
You showed me the mushroom farm.
The mushroom farm?
Uh-huh.
That also was the mushroom farm.
Oh.
Because
You
I had
showed
it
me.
double. I had it double as a mushroom farm. What I didn't mention when I was explaining it for the viewers was that if since it's pitch black, I also planted some mushrooms so that they would grow in there, and I had it where they were kind of one block and above, so that the mushrooms could still grow down, so that it doubled as a mob trap and a mushroom farm.
But I didn't ever get any mushroom soup.
Did you ask?
No.
Because I
But
had mushrooms.
But I stopped by for a cookie, but you weren't on.
Oh, yeah. On Halloween one year, I set up my big castle and I put on a costume and I said that if anyone came by and was wearing a costume while I was on the server, I'd give them a cookie.
But I stopped by 4 times and he was never home.
I was on for a good bit of the day. I don't know how you missed me.
Because I came on after trick-or-treating at 11:30 at night.
Why'd you come on so late?
Because I was trick-or-treating!
I mean, everyone knows that at about 10 o'clock, houses turn their lights off.
Well, yeah, but I figured Vanilla Craft. Hang on, the door is knocking. I'll be back.
Bye.
I will try to miss you, but I probably won't.